The body scan. In the body scan, we are giving ourselves the gift of time. Time to support our health and well-being. The body scan is also a wonderful opportunity to explore the sensations in the body and to get a real sense of this body of ours. So for the next while, we are going to bring awareness to the body. An exploration, if you like, to explore all of the sensations in the body. My voice will guide you through this exploration. And the invitation here is to notice everything that is to be discovered. And to hold each discovery with a friendly and accepting attitude. There is no right or wrong way to do this practice, and we are not looking for any particular outcome. We are not even trying to relax. The intention in this practice is just to be with your experience, moment by moment, as best you can. While you're on this journey through your body, your mind may choose to wander off into thoughts, memories, or plans for the future. That is fine. It is very natural for the mind to wander. And here we might practice noticing our feelings and thoughts as just something to notice, like I'm bored or I'm really enjoying this. And to then bring your attention back to the physical sensations in the body. Perhaps you can also try to notice when you are being critical and want things to be different. And invite an attitude of kindness and acceptance as best you can. You may also find that your mind may choose to drift off into sleep. And this might be when your attention is sinking into a foggy, sleepy mode, and you are no longer listening to my voice anymore. This is also very natural. The invitation in this meditative practice on the body scan is to notice when the mind has wandered, simply noticing that without judgment or criticism, and to gently, with kindness, allow an awareness of the body to re-emerge. The value of the practice is in noticing that your attention has wandered and to bring it back over and over again. So we begin by settling into a comfortable position, either on a mat on the floor or the bed, or sitting in a chair. The position we adopt for this practice is not so important, rather the attitude we adopt. Allowing ourselves to arrive in this room, in this space, in this body. Gently close your eyes if this is comfortable for you, but if you are sleepy, you might like to leave them open. So starting by bringing your attention to the points of contact with the body and the support beneath you. Allowing the body to sink into the floor or the chair. Allowing the earth to support the weight of your body. Allowing the body to be supported by the earth beneath. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, allow the body to release a little more. Let it be at rest. Settling into your position, having a sense of your whole body lying or sitting here. Becoming aware of your breathing, simply noticing what that feels like, not trying to change anything. Bringing awareness to the breathing body. You might notice your chest or belly rising with each in-breath and falling with each out-breath. So for a couple of breaths, you might notice the movement in your body as it breathes. I invite you now to imagine your body lying in a scanner, bringing your attention to your head, then scanning your neck, shoulders, arms and hands, front torso, back, pelvic region, along your legs all the way down to your feet. When your attention has reached your feet, you focus on your left foot. And as if you were exploring this foot, you can bring your attention into the foot and feel it from the inside. Just noticing how that feels. Now you're focusing even deeper, and here you bring your awareness to your left big toe, sensing, feeling your left big toe from the inside. Now you are moving your attention from this left big toe through the space to the second toe of your left foot, feeling into the second toe. Moving on through the space to the third toe and into that third toe, over to the fourth, and finally into the little toe of your left foot. Then you are invited to bring all of the 5 toes into the focus of your attention. Sensing the 5 toes of your left foot. Now moving your awareness into the spaces between the toes, and through these spaces down along the ball of your foot to the sole of your foot until you reach your left heel. Here you might notice the pressure of your heel as it rests on the ground. Then moving up through the spaces of your toes, up along the sides and top of your left foot, exploring any sensations here all the way to the ankle. Just taking a moment to explore deep into your ankle joint, taking a breath or two here. Now moving from the ankle into the lower leg, sensing your left calf, the shin bone, becoming aware of the whole length of your lower left leg, from the ankle all the way to the knee. Shifting our attention to the left knee, the space behind the knee, taking a breath or two here. Moving on to the upper leg, to the thigh. Becoming aware of the big, strong muscles in the thigh. Exploring the sides and back of the thigh. Bringing your attention to the whole of the left thigh, from the knee up to the hip. You might notice sensations of the contact between the clothing and your skin. Now shifting your awareness into your left hip, this joint that connects the left leg to the trunk of the body. Giving this area your attention for a breath or two. Whilst holding your attention in your left hip, I now invite you to broaden your awareness to include the pelvic area, expanding slowly towards the right hip, so that this whole space is held in the field of your perception. Now you are again narrowing your field of attention by bringing your attention to your right hip, sensing any sensations that might be there at this moment. Dwelling in your right hip. Then moving slowly down your right leg, all the way to the toes of your right foot. Sensing this right foot from the inside. Once again, you are narrowing the focus of your attention into the right big toe. Holding your attention and then moving through the space to the second toe. Again sensing from the inside of the second toe. Then on through the space in between the toes to the third toe. On into the fourth. And finally through the space into the baby toe of your right foot. Holding the 5 toes of your right foot in your attention. Becoming aware of the spaces in between the toes. Then your awareness shifts through the spaces, down the ball and sole of the foot, all the way down to the right heel. You might notice the pressure of the contact between the heel and the support beneath. Just acknowledging what the heel feels like right now. Going in the other direction, back up the sole, through the spaces between the toes, and then up along the sides and top of the foot, all the way to the ankle. Resting in the ankle for a breath or two. Now we bring our attention to the right shin bone, taking in the sides and back of the lower leg. Perhaps you might notice the calf resting on the floor or bed or against the chair. Shifting our focus now to the right knee, the space at the back of the knee. Acknowledging any sensations that you might find there. Now exploring the right thigh, sensing the sides of your top right leg. Being aware of the muscles that carry us around all day. Bringing a kindly attitude to the top right leg, all the way from the knee up to the right hip. Now allowing your attention to rest in the right hip, really feeling into the right hip. Then once again, you might like to play with widening your field of awareness by staying with one part of your attention in the right hip joint, while another part of your attention is widening until the whole area between your hip joints is held in your attention. Exploring the sensations in your lower abdomen all the way down to your pelvic floor. You are aware of your bottom, your genitals, the internal organs that are working all the time in our body. You might be aware of the movements of digestion in your colon, or the movements of the belly as it rises and falls with each in-breath and with each out-breath. The belly is an area that can tell us quite a lot about what is going on for us emotionally. So you might like to explore any sensations that are in the belly at this moment. Moving our attention now to the lower back, to the spine. You might like to imagine a circle of light moving all the way up around each vertebrae of the spine to the base of your head. You might notice the movement of your spine as your body breathes, the contact it has with the floor or the chair. Bringing your awareness to your shoulders, an area where we can store a lot of tension, allowing the shoulders to be at ease, allowing them to relax. Awareness in the chest, breasts, rib cage as it moves with the breathing body. You might notice the space that your body creates in the rib cage when it breathes in. Bringing your attention to your lungs as they float in this protective space. You might even sense your heart beating. Gently now we move up the collarbone, all along the tops of our shoulders, and taking both arms together, we glide down all the way to our fingers, allowing our fingers to be at rest. Sensing the insides of your fingers from your fingertips all the way up to your palms. And then sensing your fingers from your fingernails up over your knuckles and all the way to your wrists. Moving from the fingers to our hands. Noting any sensations as they rest on the floor or your lap. Our hands are always so busy all the time working. So this is an opportunity to acknowledge the work that they do for us, to allow them to be at ease, to allow them to relax. Moving up to the wrists, staying here for a breath or two. Moving up the lower arms to the elbows, allowing the elbows to be at rest. Bringing your awareness now to the upper arms, perhaps noticing the contact between your skin and the clothing. Sensing the muscles and bones from the inside. Following the upper arms all the way up to your shoulder joints. Pausing for a moment or two. You can again here broaden your field of perception until the whole space between the two shoulder joints is in your field of perception. Following our collarbone to the spine at the base of the head. Becoming aware of your neck and throat area. Allowing the throat to be still, allowing it to be full of silence. You might notice the air as it moves through the throat, in and out of the body. Bringing your attention now to the back of your head, noticing perhaps pressure if your head is resting on a cushion or a pillow. Noticing the top of your head, having a sense of the skin covering the head and even the hairs on your head. Moving down to the forehead. Just noticing the skin covering this part of the face and allowing the skin to be smooth. Now bringing your attention to your eyes as they rest in their sockets. You might notice light or colours coming through the eyelids. Maybe you can feel your eyelids on your eyes, your eyelashes. Becoming aware of your cheekbones and your cheeks all the way back to your ears, areas behind your ears, and then moving around your ears to the front. You may have a sense of your jaws connecting to the skull. Then you can follow your lower jaws all the way down to the chin and into your mouth, the roof of your mouth, your gums. Becoming aware of your teeth and your tongue resting in your mouth. You might notice the space in your mouth. You sense your lips and maybe the air on your lips, moving from the lips to the tip of your nose, following your nose up to the bridge of your nose and back down the sides until you reach your nostrils. Notice around the nostrils how the in-breath causes the slightest little draft of air. And on the out-breath, there is also a little draft as the air leaves your body. You might like to explore these sensations for a couple of breaths. See if you can breathe in through your nostrils or your mouth and notice the air as it passes down your throat and all the way into the body. So noticing the breath with each inhalation as it moves down the throat and into the lungs, and with each exhalation as it moves from the body, traveling up through the throat and back out through the nose or the mouth. So taking a few moments to breathe in and breathe out. Now expanding your awareness to include the whole of your face as you breathe. Broadening your awareness now to the top of your body as you breathe in all the way down to your belly, and breathing out from your belly back up through your upper body and out through your mouth or your nose. Now taking in the lower half of your body all the way down to your toes into this expansion of the in-breath and releasing of the out-breath. The whole body is breathing in and breathing out. You might liken the breath to waves on the shore that you watch rolling in and rolling out. You might also like to imagine that with every in-breath, each cell is cleansed with fresh air and nutrients. And with each out-breath, anything the body no longer needs is gently expelled. You can stay, if you wish, with the sensation of your whole body breathing in and breathing out. And you can also let part of your attention move out of your body into the room, into the space, becoming aware of this space, light, temperature, sounds outside, people in the building, on the street, in your city. You can even branch out to consider your country and your planet if you wish. You decide how far you want to go with this perception. Sensing yourself lying or sitting here, surrounded by everything around you. Sensing the feeling of your clothing on your skin, the contact with the floor or the seat. Bringing this journey through your body to an end. You might like to congratulate yourself for allowing yourself the gift of time to do this body scan. If you wish, you can reflect on what you may have discovered traveling through your body. Gently introducing movement and bringing the well-being that you have connected with into the rest of your day.